everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you. Today I'm going to be doing the monthly reads for July 2020, and as you can see from the intro, this month my theme is about dreams. Okay, because obviously dreams can play a big part in our lives and we all dream, and obviously sometimes we cannot remember our dreams and other times we can wake up and we can remember them quite vividly. So yeah, we've all been there, dead asleep, caught up in the middle of a dream that feels so real that sometimes you actually think that you've actually experienced it even after waking. But 9 times out of 10, we just remember little snippets of it. Okay, so what are dreams? Strictly speaking, dreams are images and imagery, thoughts, sounds and voices, and subjective sensations experienced when we are asleep. This can include people you know, people you've never met, places you've been and places you've never heard of. Sometimes they're as mundane as recalling events that have happened earlier on in the day. They can also be your deepest and darkest fears and secrets and most private fantasies. Okay, there's just no limit to what the mind can experience during a dream, and really no rhyme or reason to what you end up dreaming about. Okay, so we hear about reoccurring dreams. I've had reoccurring dreams in my younger age. But I also feel dreams are quite spiritual. They're here to bring signs and symbols and warnings to us as well. And also I've had experiences of deja vu. I've actually dreamt myself in a situation, okay? And then sort of 2 months down the line, I've had that deja vu situation thinking I've dreamt this. So this is why I have gone with the theme of the dream oracles this month, just to pull a card out of the Dream Oracle deck, which I purchased recently, just to see what may be an indicator to look out for, or what you may be dreaming of or seeing, okay, even in wake state, that they are trying to get messages through to you. So that is going to be the theme for July 2020. So my lovelies, I'm now going to be reading for the star sign of Cancer, my lovely water babies. So Cancer, the Dream Oracle card that came out for you in this month's reading was this one here, and it's got body parts on it, okay? Now I will read you what it says about this card on the reverse, because obviously the cards, this deck is to interpret dreams that you may have, but I'm using these cards this month to sort of look at the pictures on the artwork and give my slant on what I feel that is going to be around you. So I will read you what it says on the back first, okay? So it says, body parts represent aspects of your personal identity, and the clue to their meaning lies in the associations you have with a specific body part. For example, if you dream of arms, this could represent your ability to reach out to others. Hands suggest attention to detail, whereas legs indicate your ability to move forward. Feet are your foundation, or what keeps you grounded. Heads represent your intellect, and necks are the connection between your physical body and your mind. Blood is a symbol of your essence or life energy, and muscles are your strength. Hearts point to your relationships, and bones your support system. If a body part is injured, something is preventing you from expressing the quality represented by that specific body part. If you dream of teeth, skin, hair, nails, or other body parts that you shed, this suggests the need to let go and move on from a situation or mindset that is holding you back. So that is the interpretation if you were to dream, if your teeth were falling out, which was a reoccurring one of mine many years ago. But when I looked at the actual card, I had a different message, Cancer. Okay, I had a different message in the fact that you over criticise your own body. Okay, you stand in front of the mirror and Okay, it's like, I don't like this about me, I don't like that about me, and this is what I was feeling, your energy coming into July and battling with different things. It could be that some of you have got eating disorders, okay, that you need to address. That will come more to the highlight as we go in, you know, through July. It may not be you specifically, but it could be somebody around you that you are noticing, okay, that they are very thin, and it causes a bit of an alarming, really, or somebody's eating habits could change and you've noticed that. Now, if you know, like I say, if I'm saying it could be yourself or it could be somebody close to you. But this is what I was feeling. It was about no confidence, okay, hiding yourself in baggy clothes, and just literally, as I say, body issues, your own self-image for some of you. That card came out first, obviously, in the pre-meditative cards that I like to get out. And then the next card that followed was this one. And it says, how much good can you handle? Explore the upward spiral of grace. Now, when I looked at this, I felt as though recently there's been good things happening around you, and I always say whatever you give out, you receive back twice fold. But it's as though your mindset is thinking, you're fearing, you're thinking, this can't go on, okay? This cannot go on. I'm having all this, you know, I don't want to say good luck, but I just feel like things are flowing, naturally flowing, and you know, your work, you know, you could be getting more work coming without even any effort, really. But you're sitting there, it's weird because even though it's good vibes around your Cancer, it's like you're questioning, thinking, hang on a minute, what's the catch here? You know, Mr. Universe, Mrs. Universe, what's going on here? And it's like you're fearful, okay, because you're getting, you know, things seem to be flowing okay for you, but you are fearful and thinking, hang on a minute, then what's the payback? But it's saying here, no, don't think in that mindset, okay? Accept the good things that are happening around you at this moment in time, and do not question it, okay? So the next card that came out was attuned to the call, and it says turn in and turn on, and it's got a number 10 on this one, okay? And number 10 to me is the completion of a cycle. So it's saying here, as we go into July, this is what you need to be doing. You just need to be going with the flow, because you just see the movement in these cards here, okay? So it's saying here, you've got to attune to the call, and the call is literally your own purpose, what you are passionate about, okay? And tune in and turn on. And that is like to say, turn on your spiritual light within you, because I do feel that, you know, some of you, as I said, you sort of hide your own shine, you sort of hide your own skills. You don't realise, okay, how good you truly are, Cancer. So this is what I was picking up. I felt as though as well some of you had got projects on the anvil, and it was time to pick these up again, because I do feel there's been some health issues around Cancer because of having the green here, okay? And there's a lot of red as well in here. So I feel like passions are running high, and some of you could have sensed some frustration in things not moving quicker, you know, as quick as you would like it to be. And obviously this is not going to affect everybody, but I did feel there were some issues, okay, around a Cancerian. But I'll lead you into the issue in a moment, because it relates to this card here, and it's more on a romantic link, that is. But it's saying, as I said, you've got to stop, you know, stop self-criticising your image and everything else. Accept all the good things that are happening and go with the flow, okay? And you need to start tuning into your inner self, okay? And taking in, you know, your passions of where, you know, what you love that makes you happy. The next card that comes out, okay, is choice. And I want to just go show you this card, because this is what I was picking up here with the red. I wanted to take this as you, okay, but we've got this other person here. And on the side of the tree here, we've got a torch. And I felt it was like an ex-partner who still holds a torch for you. But I feel there's going to be some troublesome issues where you're either going to get some unnecessary contact, or there's something that's making you annoyed, whether they're not paying money to you if you've got children, or there's some issue where, you know, they're just niggling at you at the moment. It might be that they're contacting you via text, and, you know, it goes down that harassment line, okay? Because I do feel they're in a bit of a poor state of affairs at the minute mentally, okay? And because they've still got this, holding this torch for you on the romantic sense, even though you are split up, okay? And it's as though you just want to turn your back on those, because as far as you're concerned, you know, everything was put in place, but for some reason in July, I just feel that, you know, they are going to get in contact with you and could cause some issues for some, not all, okay? But the other aspect to this card was we've got the 3 doors of opportunity, okay? So I felt like 3 key important things that you are going to be dealing with in July. And some of these could be health issues, because I look at this here as the symbolisation of the symbol of medical. Okay, so some of you could have to have a checkup at the hospital. You could have an outpatient's appointment coming through. So I do feel that is one key element there. But I do feel that you will be presented with 3 key important decisions to be making in the month of July. So I'm going to clarify this for you. I also want to say that for some Cancerians, we've got an Irish connection, because I've got a Celtic sign here. So you could have communication with somebody from Ireland. I feel Ireland has a significance. You could be purchasing something from overseas, or you could just be looking to visit Ireland later on, you know, in the year or next year. But there's some connection with Irish links. It could be you're doing a family tree and you discover, because obviously we've got the tree here, and you discover that you have got some connections along the way in Ireland, Irish connections. Again, I just felt study there of a family tree, tracing back somebody's family tree. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. We're going to shuffle the cards even, and see what else comes out for you, my lovely Cancerians. So if I can have a card, that definitely wants to pop out there, so we'll have that one. We've got 8 of fire, okay? Now this is a lovely card, because it's all these opportunities. I'm going to say, I want to say again, how much good can you handle? Because I'll tell you now, there's loads of opportunities coming in for you. You will be spoilt for choice, Cancer. And I want to say, you know, some of you have, even to the fact that some wishes are going to starting to become true. Here, to me, this looks like lights on a stage. Okay, like you're putting the spotlight on something. It's like your talent is going to be highlighted in July. Something that this is where this comes in, where you sort of self-doubted your ability or skill. But I just see you under the spotlight, okay? And there's a fan here. So I also look at the fan as like entertaining. You're actually standing in front of people, okay? Either speaking or doing something or other, but I want to say, like, that's, to me, it looks like a stage, okay? Like you are standing on centre stage, the lights are all on you, and it's down for you to perform, okay? And you will do it, and the credibility that you'll get from it, and the confidence, it'll help you lose this self-image and everything else. So that's not going to resonate with all of you, but I just felt that you were going to be put in the spotlight in July for some reason or another. It could be in a work ethic where somebody says to you, right, you've got to take the reins on this. You're in charge, or it could be a promotion to a supervisor's level as well for some of you. Okay, so I'm just going to get another card out for your Cancer. But I just feel as well, it's as though some of your dream, like a dream project, is coming into fruition as well in July. And you know, you're working on this, and it's like before you couldn't see the wood for the trees, but you're coming out of that now, and you know, literally it's as though you're seeing the sun for the first time. Okay, but it's just going back to this again, how much good can you handle, because things are going your way. And it's like I said, you're sitting there thinking, oh well, what's the catch here? But there's no catch. Embrace it. Okay, just embrace it. So let's just get another card out for your Cancer. It's quite a nice read actually, to be fair. And when I look at that card as well, because we've got the panda, okay, the panda's in here, and panda's obviously black and white. So it's as though the panda is saying to you, hang on a minute, you see everything in black and white, okay? You know, there's always got to be an answer for your questioning. And it's just saying, like, the panda is taking you for a ride to show you literally what colour can come into your world, if that makes sense as well. Okay, so that is really key. So just to be mindful that, you know, this colour and abundance and you being in the spotlight for something, to expect that in the month of July as well. So next card we've got out is time for a nap. Okay, and the time for a nap here is putting your fears, your emotions to sleep. That's what I want to say, because as I said to you, there's all this nervous energy, there's all this, oh gosh, what happens, you know, why is this happening, why everything seems to be going to plan and everything else. So the time for a nap here is to say, you know what, you haven't got to worry, you haven't got to stress, because everything is okay. The fox is asleep here. Now, a fox is always has got a nervous energy, especially in the daytime, all right? And it's as though it's saying, even, you know, metaphorically, I want to say, like, you're the fox here. Metaphorically, it's saying, hang on a minute, you don't have to be on guard, you don't have to worry, you can literally rest and be comfortable, okay, in your environment. And I want to say your emotions, it's time for a nap. Now, on the other side of the coin, it could be literally, some of you could have been doing too much, trying to burn the candle at both ends. And it is saying, find some rest time, some me time, but recoup. I want to say recoup as well for some of you. That's not going to resonate with all of you, but I do feel that as well in these cards for the months of July. So let's have a look at, excuse me, clear my throat. What, sorry guys, what animal spirit you're taking on this month. Let's have a look what's going out. I had a frog in my throat then. Be alright if you come out as the frog spirit in a minute. Sorry. I do feel like I've got a little bit of a cold though. It's all this changing weather here in the UK. One minute it's like red hot, next minute it's raining and cold. Please can I have the lovely animal spirit for Cancer for July? Oh my days. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness, what card has come out? It's the frog. Get over yourself. See what I mean? Here's me clearing my throat thinking, oh, what happens if the frog comes out? And who comes? That is really weird. That is really, really weird. So yeah. So you are taking on the animal spirit of the frog, okay? But I want to say, obviously, it's the alchemical sign of water. And as I said to you through all this reading, it's to say, don't self-sabotage you in your own emotions. I feel like your own emotions, you allow them to rain upon you. Okay, so it's saying here, with the animal spirit of the frog. It's right. It took me by surprise then, because that was just like a bit of magic, wasn't it? Ta-da! The frog. The frog can stand all weathers, okay, especially the rain. To a frog, it doesn't, it doesn't faze them one little bit, and they need water anyway. You'll always find frogs near water. They need water to survive. But having the animal spirit of the frog here, it's just saying it doesn't really matter, okay? It doesn't really matter what conditions are around you in the month of July. You are going to adapt to those, and as I said, just go with the flow, okay? But for some of you, emotions could be running high, but it's emotions that you are bringing on yourself. A little bit of self-sabotage here. We go back to the start of the card here, looking in front of the mirror. I don't like this aspect about me. Really criticising who you are, when you've got to flip the coin and start accepting and loving the person you are. And it's as though, again, when you look in the mirror, you see a frog, okay? You see yourself as an ugly frog, like the story of the frog and the prince. And, the princess kisses the frog and he turns into a prince. It's like to say, you are this prince and princess under what you feel as, you seeing yourself and not being happy. So it's saying here, that is why you are taking on the animal spirit of the frog for the month of July. So that was really, really bizarre. I just cannot believe that, to think how many cards are here. And I shuffled them and I was clearing my throat, wasn't I? And the frog came out. That was really spooky, Cancer. So what I'm going to do now is grab my journal, because on the themed monthly reads, last month it was the mermaids and I had a mermaid journal. This month, because it's the dream oracles, I have got this journal here which is called mindfulness, okay? And I just wanted to flick through this booklet and more or less stop where I think, okay, that I want to stop for you. Let's just have a thumb through. Let's see where I want to stop. I feel like I want to stop here, okay? I've got my fingers on the page, so I'm going to stop here for you, Cancer. And we have this, it's like a lily pond. I look at this, it's like a lily pond. It's lovely colours. I'll come to the colours in a moment. I just want to read you the verse, what we've stopped on here. It says, the artist is a receptacle for emotions that come from all over the place, from the sky, from the earth, from a scrap of paper, from a passing shape, from a spider's web. Right? So it's saying here, I'll read it again, the artist is a receptacle for emotions that come from all over the place. Okay, so that little sentence to me, again, it's about the emotions. You are letting your own emotions affect you, okay? The environment. I just see water as emotions, and this is how I said you could be portraying yourself. You could be putting your own doubts in. You could be just raining on your own parade, hence the frog. And when I look at this, okay, when I look at this artwork here, I see a lot of green because you need healing. I see a lot of red, and that is your own frustrations, your pent up emotions, okay? And then I see the colour yellow, which is the brightness, which is your inner spirit, hence tune to the call. Tune in and turn on. And this is what I feel is your, if I could, say your energies within you, this is what I feel, okay? But it's saying as well, go with the flow, because you are being protected. You are getting the healing you need, but I want to say, look at all the red. Okay, look at all the red in this artwork here, and I picked up the red here, didn't I? It feels like I want to put that card. Can you see how that just blends in with that artwork? It's as though you have got some frustration and you have got some anger as well, because I did pick up on a past partner who you thought you'd, done and dusted and everything else. So I do feel some harassment coming in on for some, not all, on a relationship. But it's saying here, okay, you have got to tune in and turn on to dispel these inner feelings that have you raining on your own parade. Okay, so that is why I had to stop at that page for you today, Cancer. You've got to get this. It's like it's bottled up frustration within you, and I do feel you've got to dispel that to allow the healing to come in. You are doing it because there's healing showing there, okay, but there is still a lot of pent up frustration which you need to dispel, my lovelies. Now I'm going to read you my poetry now for this month. Okay, so let's have a look what I came out for the lovely Cancers. Get to July, and we have: being too hard on yourself in criticising your body and looks. Learn to love and accept who you are. Put down the magazine and books. Stand in front of the mirror and learn to love what you see. The lumps, the bumps, the ups and downs. Fat or skinny, this is me. As for the now, how much good can you handle? Fear not that it will not last. The universe notices your generosity from all you've done in your past. Attune to the call of your higher self, for there are decisions to be made. As someone from your past could become troublesome, so firm rules need to be laid. 3 key opportunities will be on the table this month. An offer of a partnership to work as two. Although the offer may be tempting, make sure the finances are not all expected from you. A message from someone in the spirit world will manifest to you in a dream. And a property that has a very old tree in the front garden, they want for you to be seen. This month the initials of E, B, N and R will be significant to you, and the names of Caroline, Maisie, Georgia, Christopher, Simon and Hugh. Also the middle name of Blue, and the numbers 12, 7, 21 and 32 will all be significant for you. So my lovelies, I'll just read you, as I said, this little bit here when it says you will get messages, I believe, from the spirit world coming in that will manifest in a dream. So try and take note of the snippets I give you. They also want, there's something about you will see, some of you, in a dream, a house or a property, or it could be a deja vu situation where you may be driving down somewhere and you will stop because of this tree. There's a very old tree somewhere in a property that there's something key about it. Okay, so that's not going to resonate with all of you, but I do feel there's something around a large tree in a front garden that may be something that they will try. If you're house moving, it might be to say that's the one. So the one with the big tree in the front garden, basically, the old tree. The initials of E for Echo, B for Bravo, N for November and R for Romeo. These could be people around you with anniversaries this month in July. And also the names I gave of Caroline, Maisie, Georgia, Christopher, Simon and Hugh. And the middle name of Blue as well, which is unusual. Now I feel these are either people who are tuning into the reading today, or these are people within you know, on the earth plane, or people who've passed over to spirit. For some reason, there's a significance in the month of July. So that is what I get from my meditative poetry. Obviously, it's not going to resonate with all of you, and take what you can and leave what doesn't. So to finish up this reading today, we are going to dig deep in the charms, turn it away from me, and let's have a look what we have. And we have for you the little turtle, okay? And this is, again, you know, this is the shell that you wear, Cancer. Literally, like, obviously Cancer's a crab anyway, but it's like to say, you know, you feel, some of you might feel vulnerable in July. And again, we're knocking onto the first card that came out, this self-sabotaging with how you feel, your looks and what have you. Taking on the turtle energy here, it's just saying you're also, you know, it's going to be little steps for some of you, especially those who've got the eating disorders. Then it's just saying here, you know, small steps, and you will get there eventually. Slow pace as well, I want to say to you, hence that card that came out. I'm just going to place that there a second. The time for a nap here. So some of you, as I said, could be burning the candle at two ends, and it's saying here you need to take on the turtle energy. Just slow down a little bit, okay? It's like I know it's the hare and the tortoise, and I feel like, you know, that could be an actual tortoise as well. It doesn't have to be a turtle. Actually, looking at it now, it does look more like a tortoise than a turtle. Oh, it's just fell over. But yeah, it looks like a turtle because of the little feet flipping out. But even so, if it's the tortoise symbolisation, which it could well be, it's just saying, you know, take things a little bit slower. Okay, you'll still get things finished, so just take on why the charm has come out for you. Okay, and as I said, there's just going to be this something to do with an ex-partner, or an ex, you know, just, yeah, an ex-partner, or where there's been a divorce in the past, that slowly they are going to try and get your attention as well. So that is why I feel that's come out for you as well. So my lovely Cancers, I hope you can take something away from that reading today. I hope you have a lovely July, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. Take care then. Bye.